Hello everyone! So we're back here in Green Hobby. So ito po yung continuation or part 2 ng ating 65 plants which I am introducing. And all of these 65 plants are present in my bedroom. Ayan. So for this episode, as you can see, mahaba na po yung buhok ko bago natin nadugtungan yung ating yung ating 65 plant countdown or yung ating plant countdown dito sa aking bedroom. And I'm trying to take care of about 65 plants inside my bedroom and to make sure na talagang magiging sila successful, yung pagtubo nila maayos, and ma-provide natin yung care na kinakailangan nila. For this episode, ang siguro yung common among these plants. So parang dalawang variety to ng plants daw. We have the Calathea and we also have the Begonia. Ang pinaka-common siguro, if you can see amongst the plants na nakikita ninyo dito sa harap ko, yung kanilang leaf pattern. So yun yung sobrang nakakaaliw sa mga plants na to kasi yung leaf pattern nila is sobrang naka-emphasize, and then merong mga colored kayo makikita, may variety of colors that you can see, or for those na mga green colored plants na or green colored leaf naman ng mga plants na to, if you look closely at those leaves, talagang may pattern pa rin siya, and that's make it also an exciting parang an exciting additional to your house plants. Pero alam ko, marami sa inyo really don't like these plants inside your house. Maraming nasi-stereotype or nasasabi yung mga mga plant parents about these plants. Ang hirap alagaan, ang hirap patubuin, paano na lang yan, ganyan. So, talagang what we're going to do for this for this episode is to make sure that I'm going to share to you kung paano ba alagaan yung mga halaman na to and make sure na talagang maganda at healthy pa rin sila despite na nasa loob sila ng aking room. Alright, so let's start with, saan nyo gustong mag-umpisa? Sa Begonia or sa Calathea? Sige, let's start maybe with let's start with the Calatheas. Ayan. So, actually, marami namang parang marami namang Calatheas na na nakikita tayo in the market, or mga plant parents na inalagaan nila yung mga na mga Calatheas. So, I have here actually 4 na Calathea, tapos may isang Maranta. Pero ginroup ko na lang sila together because all of these are prayer plants. Yes, you heard it right. These are all prayer plants. What does that mean? So, pagdating po ng ng gabi, or if these plants feel na parang paggabi na, umaakyat po or nagpipray yung leaves nila. As kung yung makikita ninyo ngayon, because we're shooting this gabi ngayon, so naka-upward yung kanilang dahon as if nagpipray sila. Pero pag morning, po yan sila, as in bubuka yung mga dahon nila. Yun yung maganda dito because these plants, meron silang movement, and at the same time nagpipray sila. So kaya ako na-excite din. And some of these plants are really nice in terms of yung kanilang leaf pattern. So I'm gonna name them, and then later on, generally, I'll tell you kung ano yung care na kinakailangan nila to make sure na talagang kayang-kaya nyo na buhayin yung mga plants na to. And yung isasabihin ko sa inyo na care tips are the care tips that are actually yun yung ginagamit ko to make sure na nag-grow sila sa aking bedroom. So as all of you, if you're following Green Hobby, alam niyo na yung aking window is not so big also. So talagang, and then sa harap ng window ko merong kahoy na nasabi ko na rin yun sa inyo. Ang maganda naman with all of this specifically for Calatheas is hindi naman nila kailangan yung super bright light talaga. But balikan natin yan mamaya. Paano ba sila kinikare? Pangalanan muna natin sila isa't isa and make sure na mas makilala nyo pa yung mga baby Calathea ko dito sa loob ng aking bedroom. So let's start with this one. So ayan, siya, as you can see, because gabi nga tayo nagsushoot, naka-upward yung kanyang position ng kanyang leaf. So we have 4 leaves. So meron tayong 4 na dahon. Hindi po ako nagla-live selling. Mga alaga ko po to. So this is my Calathea mosaica. So if you look closely, no, sa kanyang sa kanyang dahon, super ganda yung kanyang super ganda ng kanyang pattern. So yan, this is the Calathea mosaica. All right. Next, so kahit green lang siya, the pattern is so nice. Another green but wonderful plant, Calathea variety, is this one. So if you look closely, makikita nyo na parang may siya, may mga stripes din siya, and mabilis siyang lumaki, and mas humahaba yung dahon niya. So this one naman, we call this as Calathea Marxii. So this is a Calathea Marxii. Para din siyang peacock pattern, pero magkaiba siya dun sa sa Calathea makoyana. I don't have the Calathea makoyana. But this one, this is the Marxii na Calathea green. Again, wonderful leaf pattern. You can see that in the leaf pattern, and mahaba yung kanyang stem, no, going to the leaf itself, which is very similar to very similar to the mosaica na pinakita ko kanina. Alright, next. The third Calathea that I have is this one. So, marami pong pangalan to, pero commonly, ang tawag sa kanya is the Calathea triostar. I think because dun sa leaf pattern niya, and yung pinagkaiba nito ng Calathea triostar is, when you look at the underleaf, which is this one, yan, nakikita nyo po na may purple siya. Diba? Parang naka-purple yung color ng underleaf niya. Bakit? Because ang ginagawa niya, kapag nag-strike sa kanya yung liwanag, iniipon niya yung light. And i-make sure niya na naka-reserve siya ng light para makapag-process ng kanyang photosynthesis. Kaya siya may mga leaf, may purple na leaf pattern sa likod. So yan po yung ating Calathea triostar. And karamihan sa mga friends ko, ayaw nila tong halaman na to because ang bilis daw namamatay. So far, buhay siya sa akin, and meron na siyang nagsasprout na new growth here. Ayan. So this is our triostar. The fourth plant, ito din, and which actually happens to a lot of Calathea. So huwag kayong malungkot kapag nakakakita kayo ng nagba-brown na tip or side ng ng Calathea. It's nature taking on the plant. So this is the Calathea orbifolia. So green din siya, pero it has a nice pattern. Ang maganda dito, mas lalong lumalaki yung leaf niya to the point na minsan para siyang bulaklak, no. So this one has about 2, 4, 6 leaves, and then meron na siyang bagong growth din. Yan. So this is the Calathea orbifolia. Actually, sobrang naging sikat to, pero ang dami ding natakot with this plant in terms of how to grow this, kasi feeling nila sobrang hirap siyang i-grow. Yun, but for me, ayan, tumutubo naman siya, and maganda naman yung tubo niya. Pero yun, to a lot of Calatheas din, talagang may mga brown tips ka talagang makukuha, or mga leaves na magba-brown siya and magka-curl. So okay lang yan. And the last one, so pareho lang din naman sila ng family ng Calathea, pero this cultivar is called a Maranta. So this is a red Maranta. Sometimes this is also called the fishbone. So kung makikita nyo, kasi para siyang fishbone or fishbone prayer plant. Ayan. Similar to the triostar, si fishbone or si red Maranta, ako sobrang love ko to, is meron din siyang, yung underleaf niya has also a purple na color. So ganun din siya. The purple ones is iniipon niya yung yung light, para whatever light lang yung ma-provide sa kanya, it can process its own photosynthesis. So dito din yung kita niyo may mga brown leaves. So it's okay, kasi ibig sabihin tuloy-tuloy naman yung grow niya naturally doon sa kanyang pots. Alright, so we have 5, no? We have the Marxii, we have the orbifolia, we have the mosaica, we have the triostar, and we also have the red Maranta. So sabi ko nga kanina, these are all Calatheas. And Calatheas are really famous sa ano no sa region ng ano ng America. So doon talaga sila ano nag-grow, and then they like yung shaded part ng ano tawag dito ng kung saan sila pwedeng mag-grow, because yun nga, because of their striking color, medyo manipis yung dahon nila. They would wanted na ano medyo ano medium yung light na nare-receive nila, or ano sila na under the tree, so para ano protected sila dun sa sunlight. Ayaw nila ng direct light. So perfect sila actually as house plants. Pero yun nga, parang when it comes to watering, and I think a lot of those ano no, parang a lot of those na who has been following me and also have seen a lot of videos about Calathea, the fear is always about paano ba i-water yung Calathea? Bakit siya namamatay? Ganyan. Siguro yung pinaka-advice ko lagi is to make sure lang na you keep the ano no, you keep your Calatheas, yung kanyang medium or yung kanyang soil na dapat naka-moist. Ayan. So if you can see lahat ng Calathea na pinakita ko, naka-moist yung kanyang ano, yung kanyang soil. So yung watering interval ko sa kanya is every 2 days. Sometimes kapag summer at talagang mabilis yung yung pag-absorb ng ng tubig, so ginagawa ko siyang everyday, halos wino-water siya. So you really have to observe, no? And yung another tip ko, and I think you've heard this also to some plant parents. Another tip ko is I allow the water to stay for about 24 hours or for about a day before ko siya wino-water sa Calathea ko. Yung iba gumagamit sila ng mineral water or distilled water to water their Calathea. So ako naman, tap water yung ginagamit ko, but I allow it again to stay for 24 hours before ko with the water sa mga Calatheas ko. Specific lang to my Calatheas, but the others, okay naman sila, they can survive with it. So maganda sa kanila because kahit ano sila 3 feet away from your window, or you give them yung light lang na galing sa lamp, they are able to survive. Yun lang, mataas yung level of humidity na kinakailangan nila. But the funny thing about it is, when I thought about humidity, I always thought about yung humidifier to be able to provide the humidity sa loob ng bedroom ko. But another tip I got from another plant parent, si Houseplant Journal, or si Daryl. So you'll know his Instagram account. Isa sa mga tip na binigay niya sa akin is really to keep the moist level of your Calathea plant. Kapag nalalagyan mo siya ng if na-maintain mo yung kanyang moist level sa kanyang medium, you don't even have to use humidifier. So like ako, I only use humidifier not every day, siguro once a week lang. But for my Calatheas, I just make sure lang talaga na moist yung kanyang soil or yung kanyang medium all the time. So halos everyday chine-check ko yon. And meron na kaming certain relationship ng mga Calatheas ko to make sure na talagang mabubuhay sila. Ayan, so those are the Calatheas. Yung advice ko is don't be afraid to try these Calatheas. They're very famous as plants na ginagawa ng video na time lapse, because they're able to open and close their leaf, and nakikita mo how they pray. So they're very good additional to your house plants. So yun, so keep it moist. Okay lang siya for shaded, so at least 3 feet away from your from your window, or you can supplement it with the grow lights or with lights coming from your lamp. And to make sure na ma-achieve mo yung maganda niyang growth is also pwede mong i-make sure na talagang moist yung kanyang medium. Or kung halimbawa hindi niyo magagawa yon dahil busy kayo, pwede kayong gumamit ng air humidifier. So that's it. That's 5 plants, no? 5 additional plants from my 65. So, I featured already the sanseveria. So, 10 sanseveria yon plus 5 calatheas. That's a total of 15. Now, I'll be showing you naman yung another favorite and isa sa mga growing collection ko din ngayon, which is the Begonia. Marami pong mga Facebook group dito sa Philippines that are Begonia lovers. And I think yung isa sa pinakahuling discovery no sa species ng Begonia are actually found in the Philippines sa Palawan. So may dalawang bagong species ng Begonia na nakita sa Palawan. So I forgot also to check the specific name, but you can look it up. That there are 2 species of Begonia that were found in Palawan in the Philippines. But ako, so I have also my Begonia collection. Actually, meron lang akong 5 Begonia dito sa akin sa aking bedroom, but there are other Begonias that we have na nasa garden sa baba. So, what I'd like to do now is to first pakilala ko kayo sa mga variety ng Begonia na meron ako sa dito sa bedroom. And then, I'll also teach you paano sila patubuin sa loob ng bedroom. So, let's start with this one. So, this is a... di ba? Maganda yung kanyang dahon. So, may certain pattern siya. And this is also cane begonia siya because pahaba yung stem niya. Ayan. So, mahaba yung stem niya. The name of this begonia is Begonia Frost. I think the frost comes from, of course, if you can see the leaf pattern of this begonia, para siyang para siyang snow, 'di ba? Ayan. So makikita mo na para siyang frosted leaf yung meron siya. So, yan, mahaba na siya. I actually have this begonia parang maliit pa lang siya, and now matangkad na siya. And then marirealize nyo, especially for those na medyo cane-ish or merong stem na mahaba, malalaman mo kapag yung mga halaman na yun, kulang sila sa light if magkakalayo yung kanilang mga dahon. So, if you can see, yung hawak ko na begonia, magkalayo yung mga dahon niya, yung agwat ng dahon niya, it means also na medyo kulang siya sa liwanag. But the other ones that are also now on the tip of this Begonia Frost, medyo magkakalapit na sila. So, I think I found a perfect spot already for this begonia. So, this is your Begonia Frost. Yon. Next, this one. This is a very common begonia. Yan. Maliit pa siya. Papakita ko sa inyo. Lately lang din naman ako sobrang nahilig sa begonia. So, this is Begonia Beatrice. Ayan. So, ang maganda din sa mga begonia is, yun nga, parang they have a different leaf pattern. So, yan. Meron siyang green and brown dun sa leaf niya. So, this is a Begonia Beatrice, or this is Begonia Beatrice. The other one, and hindi naman siya cane type. The other one is this one. Tumayo na ako. This one is, ayan, nakikita nyo, it has a dark leaf. Medyo, medyo strong yung pagka-purple-ish niya. Papunta na sa black actually. Pero there are other begonia na talagang black na yung leaf nila. This one, we call this as the Begonia Arabian sunset. Ayan. So, pa-sunset na kasi siya. So, kaya ganyan yung kanyang type of leaf. So, para siyang papunta na sa sunset yung color ng leaf niya. And, cane begonia din siya. Ayan, pataas din yung kanyang yung kanyang stem. So this is your Begonia Arabian sunset. Right, so this is the third begonia. Kinuwento ko sa inyo. The next one, this is one of the famous, and for some plant parents, they find this expensive. And this one is ito naman, karamihan tawag nila the angel wing begonia. So hindi siya siguro masyadong halata kasi dalawa lang yung natitirang dahon ng begonia na to, pero ang daming shoot na lumalabas ngayon na kung saan lalabas yung mga dahon. I'm not so sure kung nakikita nyo, but may mga shoot po dyan sa gilid na palabas na yung dahon. So this is a Begonia Maculata Waititi. So this begonia is, ang tawag sa kanya, commonly known siya as as the angel wing begonia. Actually, this one, the frost begonia, is also angel wing, yung kanyang yung kanyang shape ng kanyang ng leaf. Pero mas yung makulata is actually talagang parang naka-angel wing yung shape ng kanyang leaf. Ayan. So, very famous, the makulata whitey begonia. And yung last begonia na ipapakilala ko sa inyo is my favorite of all my plants and my begonia, just because favorite ko yung tao na nagbigay sa akin ito. Not because of the plant, but ayan. So this is my favorite begonia. This is Begonia U497. So letter U, 497. So this is, ang tawag naman dito actually is a club begonia. Kasi parang club yung shape ng dahon niya. Actually, mas lumalapad pa yung dahon niya and medyo velvetish din yung yung dahon niya. So, yeah, this is called Begonia 497. So, those are the 5 begonias na meron ako dito. And you saw naman, sobrang ganda, no? Ng mga leaf patterns nila. Those are the 5 begonias na meron ako. And the begonias actually have a lot of species. Meron siyang about 1,800 plus species of begonia all over the world. And some of the begonias na kilala are actually native in the Philippines. And also, yung mga begonia, meron silang tinatawag na meron silang tinatawag na stem begonia. Meron din tinatawag na rhizome begonia. Ito yung mga rhizome begonia, ito yung parang para siyang yung ugat niya, parang merong pagka-ginger-ish. And then, meron ding mga shrub begonia. So, yung mga shrub begonia, medyo naka-club din yung kanyang shape ng dahon. Pero medyo shrubbish yung kanyang pag-grow ng leaf, yung leaf pattern niya. So, those are the shrub begonia. Yun, so those are the 5 begonias. So, the total now of the plants na I showed you from my part 1 now, this is part 2, total of 20 plants. So may utang pa ako sa inyo na 45 plants to introduce na nandito sa loob ng room ko. So these are the beautiful plants because of its leaf pattern. The begonias and the calatheas are the ones na maganda yung leaf pattern. Begonias, paano ba i-care si begonia? So, begonia has about 1,800 species all over the world. They are tropical and subtropical plants. Ang gusto din nila is also a shaded type of light. So, yung dappled, ibig sabihin yung hindi direct, and dahil sa leaf pattern niya, medyo sensitive yung mga begonia, manipis din yung kanilang leaf. So mas gusto nila yung indirect light. Ayan. And yung medium niya, of course, sa green hobby naman ang ginagamit namin na medium is 60% soil, 40% aeration. So ganun din siya even for our begonia, even for our calathea. And yung pag-water naman sa kanya, yung water interval ko for my begonia, unlike sa kay calathea, dito si begonia is about 1 week. So 5-day interval or 7-day interval. Pero again, it's really dependent on the parang humidity inside your bedroom, the light that it receives. Ganun din kabilis kasi nag-evaporate yung water. Kaya importante na tinitingnan natin yung topsoil ng ating begonia. And maganda for what I observed for my begonia also, yung kanyang dahon parang nalulungkot or parang nalulungkot yung itsura kapag alam mo na kulang na siya ng water. Parang siyang parang nagbabaho na siya. So, yun, malalaman mo na kailangan niya na ng water. So, yun, once a week, 5-day interval. Humidity, hindi masyadong nangangailangan ng humidity si begonia. Ang gusto niya lang talaga is to make sure na hindi siya natatamaan ng direct sunlight. And then, you watch out for the moisture ng kanyang medium or ng kanyang soil. Ayan, so those are the mga magagandang plants or additional 10 plants doon sa 65 na pinramis ko sa inyo. Medyo matagal bago natin nasundan yung ating countdown of the 65 plants. But it's okay, tatapusin ko na talaga tong 65 plants na to. We will also be shooting yung next after the Begonia and the Calatheas. We'll talk about Scindapsus, Epipremnum, and the pothos kasi yan marami din ako niyan dito sa sa bedroom ko. But yun, so thank you very much for watching Green Hobby. Hit the subscribe button and at the same time the notification bell so that pag meron akong bagong content mai-inform kayo kaagad. So thank you very much. Bye everyone.